Hey guys, welcome back to another Battlefield 6 news video, and today we're gonna go over everything, or basically all the content at least, that we got with today's update. We're not going over the changes. That's what we're gonna do in separate videos because it's, well, a bit more than expected actually. But today we're just gonna go over the new content. And we're gonna start right at the start screen as usual. And here, when you scroll down to wet work, you can now find the new event. So you can find Conquest, Tactical Obliteration, and Battle Royale quads here in different variations actually. So it's called wet work, and in Conquest what this means is that, well, you basically play a normal round of Conquest, but sometimes when you kill an enemy, they will drop a contract. And these will be shown on your minimap, but also in 3D. And then when one of your squad members picks it up, it will count for your whole squad. And you also have to complete it as a squad, or at least one squad member has to complete it. So far I had 2 contracts in one match, and the contracts that I had were squad survival. So my squad needed to survive for at least 2 minutes. And the other contract we had were capturing an objective. And you always only have a certain amount of time. So for example, for capturing the objective, you have 5 minutes in some. And if you don't manage to complete the contract, then it's failed and you don't get any reward for it. But if you manage to complete it, then it counts towards the event challenges. And the challenges, well, the event works in a little bit different way than we were used to from former seasons. We do have challenges again, but they will not give you bonus path points or anything, but instead you will unlock your rewards directly through these challenges. So for example, for the weapon package, for the SOR, you will have to complete contracts in Conquest or in Battle Royale. And then there are similar things you have to do for the other rewards. So like complete matches, win matches, and so on. And you can find these challenges in 2 places now. One is of course the normal challenge tab, where you can see the event tab over here, but we also got a new page in the game, which is called event. And this is your place where you get the full overview of everything you can unlock in this event. So this is basically our event bonus path. When you check Battle Pass, then you will see that there is no bonus path existing this time. So this was scrapped, and now we have this event tab, and you have all the rewards right here. And when you click on it, or you just hover over it, then you can see the challenge connected to it right away. And once you have completed all of those challenges, you will unlock the EOD bot arm, which is the new melee weapon. And when we're moving on here on the modes, what we got as well is Tactical Obliteration, and this is basically just a smaller version. It's an 8v8 version of the normal obliteration mode that we had the last 4 weeks. And this one is only played on the 4 smaller maps: Cairo Bazaar, Iberian Offensive, Empire State, and Siege of Cairo. And there are no vehicles in this version of the mode. The rules are pretty similar to the normal version of obliteration, but you only need to destroy 2 enemy MCOMs instead of 3 to win the match. The fuse timer on the bomb is also shorter than normal, and the mode in general has a shorter time limit. I've only played 1 game so far to check it out, and for me personally, it definitely felt better compared to the normal version of obliteration. It still feels chaotic, but that's what obliteration is supposed to be, but it's not this huge chaos that you had on the larger maps. So this mode is definitely more tactical, and you can play it more tactical and more strategical. So if that's more your kind of thing instead of the large chaos, then you should definitely check out the mode. And 2 more modes that you can find on the event tab right here, or on the start page at least, is Battle Royale Quads Wet Work. So this is basically the same as Conquest Wet Work, but if you only play the free version, so if you only play Red Sec, then this is your only chance to complete those challenges. You have to do this in this mode right here. And what we got as well is Casual Battle Royale. This, like the name suggests, is a different variant of Battle Royale Quads, but here there are only 8 human quads and 17 bot quads. So similar to Initiation Battle Royale, this one is filled up with bots and is a bit more casual or relaxed experience. However, when it comes to progression, this one is also limited right here, at least against bots, because when you do a kill, for example, against bots, you will earn small amounts of career and weapon XP, but when you play against human players, so when you do a kill, for example, on a human player, you will get the full amount of career and weapon XP. However, completing missions will also only grant you a small amount of XP than usual, and you can also not earn any progress towards dog tags and accolades in this game mode. But similar to the casual multiplayer modes, you can also complete challenges right here. So you would also be able to complete the event challenges in this casual Battle Royale mode. Moving on, what we got as well, moving over here to the challenges again, when you go to seasons, you can now find 2 more hardware challenges. One is for the compensator and requires you to do 25 kills and assists, but headshot kills count double, and 2500 damage with primary weapons. Then you unlock the compensator, which is a new muzzle attachment, and once you've done this, you can unlock the subsonic ammunition, which is a new ammunition type, like the name suggests. And for this you need to do 40 kills and assists, but kills within 20 meters count double. And this is basically unlocked within like half an hour or maybe an hour. But as usual, I'm gonna go more into depth on those new attachments in a separate video. And what we got as well, but I'm not 100% sure, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what we got as well is this new 3x thermal optic. At least I don't think I've seen this before. So this is available on all weapons, or almost all weapons, and is unlocked at Mastery 36 so far, at least from what I've seen. But please correct me if this has been in the game before. What is definitely new though is the new unit that we got, but that you need to buy in the store, unfortunately, so it's not for free. This is the Steel Talon, and they are a PAX unit. So that's what they look like. And you can get them in the store for 2,400 Battlefield coins. And while we are in the store already, as usual, you can also find a free gift. There's still the flags, by the way, if you haven't claimed them yet, at least for the teams that are playing on this day. And all we got as well is the Battle Pass owner's gift. That's the weapon package for the SG553. And we got a free gift for everyone, which is this vehicle decal. And while we're talking about free stuff already, Battlefield 6 also has another free week. So starting today until Tuesday next week, if you only own the Red Sack version of the game, you can try out all of those modes for free. So All Out Warfare, which is a mix of Conquest, Escalation and Breakthrough on the 4 maps Railway to Golmud, Cairo Bazaar, Contaminated and Eastwood. You can try out Casual Breakthrough, Tactical Obliteration and Faith Walkers, Cairo Bazaar 24/7 Hardcore. So that's all the stuff that you can try and then maybe buy the game or not. And then 3 more news that we got over the last few days. First of all, the developers are looking into introducing latency limits for servers because we have a massive influx of Chinese and Russian players in North American and European servers. So they are looking into this. They're also investigating game crashes when you're trying to play the game with an AMD graphics card. This is not affecting all players, but they're currently trying to reproduce the issue and are trying to find out how to fix it. However, they are writing that some players have stated that the Adrenaline 26.5.2 is not causing this issue. So if you are affected, what you can try is to perform a clean driver install, and then maybe this works. I'm gonna link this article right here in the description below as well. So if you are affected, you can just click on it and see if you find some help there. And lastly, they have also adjusted the XP for obliteration. Here they're writing to bring obliteration closer to other modes in Battlefield 6. We have added passive hardware mastery XP to obliteration. Additionally, we have increased the match bonus XP for the mode 2, and these changes will also be applied to tactical obliteration, so the mode that we have right now. Passive hardware mastery should be the mechanic where you also earn weapon XP while you are capturing objectives, for example. And quick bonus news that just came in as I was about to wrap up this video. If you had been booting up Battlefield 6 earlier today and you have checked your inbox, you might have seen this message right here. XP boost update now based on in-game time, and it also says to improve how useful XP boosts are to you, XP boosters will now count down based on in-game time instead of real time. And this was shared by the community already on Reddit, on Twitter, and so on. However, this was not true, because while I was about to edit this video, Battlefield Comms has posted that earlier today an in-game message about XP boosters was sent in error. That message has now been removed and there are no changes to how XP boosters currently work. So XP boosters still count down in real time. If you've seen this message, if you've read it before and you were happy already that they don't count down in real time anymore, this was wrong, unfortunately. They still count down in real time, and this was just another mistake. Just like they've done probably like 2 weeks ago or so, where the in-game description of the XP boosters was changed, and then they wrote as well that this was a mistake and that they were fixing this. So how can this happen 2 times by accident? They were about to change this, and they were about to change this in a way that the community have requested for quite some time. This was not sent in an error. This was not a mistake with the description. They had planned to do this, and then for some reason they didn't do this. However, I just wanted to let you know that this was not changed, unfortunately, and that the message you might have seen earlier was wrong. And that was it for today. Like I said, I will go over the weapon changes and how they affect your gameplay and everything in a separate video, because there would be too much for today. And there will also be some other videos with more deep dives coming throughout the week. So if you enjoyed this one right here and you want to stay tuned for upcoming content, then be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.